Last week's battle in the PPL was a huge success, managing to come away with a 4-0 victory despite a bad matchup. This week we have an even worse matchup, so there's a lot of pressure on me going into this battle. My opponent is Vepsis, who has a very annoying regenerator core, which my team really struggles to break. Thanks to Terra, Hydrapple can effectively wall more than half of my team, whilst also having some of the best hazard setters in the entire game, in Diancie, Swampert and Ogerpon. If that wasn't enough, Trick Room looks fantastic against me, with Conkeldurr being able to claim a kill whenever it comes in. I definitely have my work cut out for me this week, since we're both in the same position in the league table. Vepsis will be out for blood. So without further ado, let's get into this week's team builder to show you what I'm bringing. First up, we have our dedicated lead, Weakness Policy Mesprit. If we look at his team, he has several leads, including Tornadus Therian, Ogerpon and Hydreigon, which are all good U-turn users against me. He could also just lead with his Swampert to set up rocks. The intention behind this set is to punish any passive turn 1 by either KOing his hazard setter or potentially getting boosts to our offenses and breaking straight away. If he's Rindoberry on his Swampert, then that just makes my Jolteon better for the end game, but we'll get to that later. With our investment, we OHKO pretty much everything on his team at +2 offenses, while still being able to live Dark Pulse from Hydreigon and a U-turn from Adamant Ogerpon. Psychic, Ice Beam and Energy Ball is almost perfect coverage for his entire team, and our last move slot is Acrobatics, so we can KO Ogerpon or an Assault Vest Conkeldurr. For our second member, Crocodile is coming back this week, holding a clear amulet. U-turn and Parting Shot are very annoying for my team to deal with, especially if hazards are up, so in order to prevent him going into Ogerpon for free, Crocodile is here this week as a dedicated switch into my opponent's Revavroom. We're also Intimidate this week, with a lot invested into bulk, so we should always be able to 1v1 it. I also have a little bit of investment into our special defense, so we can take on Tornadus a little bit more comfortably. Crook is running Earthquake, Knockoff and Close Combat this week for coverage, and of course Stealth Rocks, to chip down things like Hydrapple and Diancie into range of our breakers. Then we have Jolteon coming off the bench this week with a new Terra type. I decided before this game to swap Ice type to Grass type Terra, as we will be able to hit Swampert for super effective damage. Vepsis has been using his Swampert really well this season, and if I'm honest, I'm hoping that this Terra change will be enough so that he doesn't bring it. Paired with an Expert Belt, Jolteon can deal incredible damage to most of his team, outside of Assault Vest Hydrapple or a bulky Ogerpon, both of which we can comfortably outspeed and Volt Switch out on. Jolteon is going to play an important role this week in checking Tornadus Therian, so I need to keep it around in order to break it. To stop us getting swept by Trick Room Diancie, Specially Defensive Muck is making a return this week. We also have a little investment into physical defense to take an Ivy Cudgel from Ogerpon, as well as a high horsepower from his Revavroom. This week we're running Citrus Berry with Poison Jab, Drain Punch and Knockoff for coverage, with our last move being Protect. The aim of this muck is to stall out as many turns of Trick Room as possible, while still being able to hopefully poison the Diancie thanks to Poison Touch and Poison Jab combination. Knockoff is going to be really helpful for me this week, as I'm hoping to remove either Torn's Boots or Diancie's Power Herb. Not to mention, Muck will be able to suck up any T-Spikes that he sets up, in case he's more of a defensive pivot Revavroom. Next up, we have Iron Valiant, of course making an appearance this week with another Swords Dance set. We outspeed almost his entire team outside of Tornadus Therian, and will be able to set up a Swords Dance on his Swampert. At +2 with a Life Orb, we can OHKO pretty much everything after Stealth Rocks. The combination of Close Combat, Ice Punch and Poison Jab will deal insane damage to my opponent. Iron Valiant looks really nice as a late game option after some speed control, which brings me on to our last Pokemon. Dragonite is coming back this week as a tank with max HP and mixed defenses, with its build this week to take on Ogerpon and Tornadus Therian. Most importantly, it's here to click Thunder Wave. I'm fully anticipating Vepsis to bring Icy Wind to Tornadus for his own speed control, so I'm hoping to lure it in and slow it down, enabling my Iron Valiant for the late game. I'm bringing Dragon Claw and Earthquake this week as it still deals decent amounts of damage to things like Tornadus, Ogerpon and of course his Revavroom, with Roost to keep ourselves healthy. This week's game plan is to lead with Mesprit to start breaking immediately and kind of just go from there. So that's my plan for week 7 of PPL. Let's head into the game. Here we are for week 7 of PPL against Vepsis. Now, what are you bringing, Vepsis? What isn't here that I thought would be here? Nothing. This is the 6 we anticipated. I think that was something maybe over... No Hydra. No Hydra is fantastic. Okay. Could be Trick Room Diancie, but seeing no Conkeldurr makes me immeasurably happy. We're going to stick to the game plan. We are going to lead off with our Mesprit. We are weakness policy this week. No Hydra means I'm a little bit scared because one last thing to proc my weakness policy, right? But we're going to stick to our game plan, immediately break. If he leads with Terra Hydrapple, I think we just stay in and get our damage. The earlier we weaken that piece of shit, the easier it is. Now, I am anticipating Terra Fairy, as it effectively walls a lot of my team. If he's Terra Steel, I've got to consider maybe a Truffleberry or a Sugarberry, but I am 100% predicting Terra Fairy. Maybe he'll go Terra Steel for Poison Jab shenanigans on the Iron Valiant. I'm not sure, but this is very much the team that we expected. If he leads Ogerpon, I think I just Psychic, stay in and take my damage, because Mesprit is a designated lead. It's here to kind of break this week. And it's expendable, you know, it's here to lead. It's here to maybe claim a couple kills or two. But I'm nervous. I am very nervous for this game. But good luck, have fun to Vepsis. I've never played him before, so this should be a good battle. I'm hoping it's a good battle. And yeah, let's see what he leads off with here. We're in the bad arena. Steve, that is the Swampert. Lovely stuff. So, if you're a Rindoberry, then this is a fantastic lead matchup for whatchamacallit. Also, no lead Hydrapple means he does not currently have a switch into Ice Beam, which is fantastic for me. Now, it's turn 1. I'm not going to overpredict. If he's Rindo, he's Rindo, right? He is Rindoberry, but this is fine. There should be a 2-hit KO. But he's likely going to get up his rocks here for free. And that's looking like a specially defensive Swampert. But now that's burned, Jolteon is going to have a fantastic time. Now, do I want to go for the turn 2 prediction and go for the Ice Beam? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. I think he wants to keep this for the muck. I think he also potentially wants to keep this for just a sack in general. And if he stays in, he's probably going to go for the flip turn, which wouldn't do too much to me anyway. So I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, predicting maybe the Taunt to come in, maybe catch the Hydrapple. Either way, I'm just going to click it. Come on. Come on, Vepsis. You know this is good into the Jolteon, right? If you lose this piece, Volt Switch is incredibly free. Hey, oh! Show me the Hydrapple. Show me the Hydrapple. Show me the fucking Please? Bro, it's a Hydrapple! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm bouncing up and down in my chair! He's AV. He's AV. He's AV. Oh, we get the freeze! Vepsis, I'm so sorry. How can I take advantage of this right now? I think this being frozen in and of itself is very advantageous. I think he just goes out here to Swampert and sacks it. He doesn't have a switch into Psychic. He doesn't have a switch into Psychic. He doesn't have a switch into Psychic. So let's just click Psychic. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking cry. Don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Don't get bamboozled. We need to lock in. We need to focus, because if we win this game, it's winning in. It's winning in. I'm pretty sure. So let's not fumble. We are in a fantastic position right now. So Rindoberry on Swampert has been burned. He's gonna opt to stay in. He lives on a slither of HP. We get a Spadef drop. And he's going to stay frozen. So it looks like he's just going to give me this Hydrapple here, which is phenomenal for our Jolteon. Actually phenomenal. I am incredibly sorry, Vepsis. This is very unfortunate. I do apologize. But you know, the game's the game. Game's the game. It's just the game we play. And at the end of the day, it's out of my control. So he's going to Terra his Diancie, which is scary. If it comes in here, I think I just Psychic it, because it could be Terra Fire. I don't know what Terra it's going to be, I'm going to be honest. But we are in a good position. We are definitely in a good position. Now, what's his speed control for the Jolteon? Maybe his game plan is to force Jolteon to Terra and come in and kill with Scarf Tornadus. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the case. Scarf Tornadus, nobody brought it against me in mocks, but in my mind, it checks Booster Energy Speed, Tiffany Case. Here comes the Diancie. Now, if you're Weakness Policy Trick Room, that's going to be a problem, but it also means you're not Meteor Beam, so you're also not as much of a threat. So I am just going to Psychic this. And if he Trick Rooms, he Trick Rooms, right? He can never Oko us, ever. So I'm just going to Psychic. Because out of my coverage options, if he's Terra Fire, then I lose that exchange. So we will Psychic. And let's see what he wants to go for here. He is going to opt to Terra. Now, what are you? Are you Terra Fire or are you Terra Water? He is Terra Water, so I do kind of wish that I went for Energy Ball there, but he could be Weakness Policy. And we do not want to trigger that, because I will get my shit pushed in. That's going to do very little, and he's going to get up spikes. So this was what I was afraid of, is him hazard stacking me. So if he spikes on this, it means he's not spikes on Ogerpon, which is both good and bad for me. Now, do I want to stay in here and let him get all of these spikes up? No, I think I want to go into the do I want to go into the Jolteon? No. No, I need Jolteon healthy. Do I need Jolteon healthy? I mean, if you took that little from Psychic, you've got to be Spadef, right? Let's just calc. Let's just calc. Fuck it. I'm just going to go for Energy Ball. I'm just going to go for Energy Ball. Get our damage. Mesprit was here to lead and get our damage off. We are going to... Is that a crit? It is a crit. Vep says, I am so sorry. He could very well be Custap Berry. No Resist Berry. No Resist Berry and no... What's it called? So you could be Custap Berry, you could be Exploding here. Either way, we stay in and get our damage. We stay in and get our damage. He is Custap Berry. Okay, you're probably just going to get your third layer of spikes. If I had to imagine. He's going to Endeavor! Scheist. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Mesprit, you have done an absolutely fucking incredible shift. Terra Diancie gonna go down. So he has got a lot of hazards up, which means I can't afford to pivot around. If there's something that comes in on me, I have to just stay in and attack it. Now he could go to a number of things here. He could very well go to Taunt. He could also very well go to Ogerpon and click Trailblaze. Now because it's not spikes, I am worried about Trailblaze SD. So regardless, I just click Psychic in front of it. If he Trailblazes me, he Trailblazes me, right? Either way, I force him out next turn with Dragonite. So let's see what he wants to do here. But I cannot lie, we have been incredibly fortunate in this early game. And I do feel a little bit bad. But also, I don't feel bad because this is a very important game. Okay, in comes Mualani. So I do believe that is the Ogerpon. Here you are. And we're just going to Psychic this, take our damage. Just gonna take our damage. We don't need to get fancy with it. Don't need to get fancy with it. Mesprit has done its job. It's broken 2 Pokemon. It's burned the Rindo Berry on the Swampert. And I cannot be more happy with the work that Mesprit has put in. Early doors breaking. It's done exactly what it came here to do. He's gonna go for the Ivy Cudgel and take us out. That is absolutely fine. Now begs the question is, what do I want to go into here? Now, Dragonite obviously is the one of choice. So let's just go straight into it. No thoughts, head empty. And honestly, I kind of want to click Thunderwave. He does have the Swampert actually, so maybe we just take a damage on Swampert. We could also maybe double into Jolteon, expecting Swampert to come in. Do I need to put myself in that position? I don't think so, because if he comes in, then he could break my guy with... I don't think Dragon Claw is ever killing it. I do think he needs to keep this around. Like, I don't think he's going to let me have this, right? But he also might not want me to click DD. I want to do it, man. I want to do it real bad. I won't. I will play safe. I will play safe. I will play safe. I will play safe. He U-turns. Okay. Thank goodness. So we're going to get damage off on something. If the Swampert comes in, you know it comes in, right? Kazua. In comes the Taunt. So we take damage on this all day, every day. And that is some nice damage indeed. Now, I cannot afford for this to be Nasty Plot. I also can take a... If I Thunderwave this, I win the game. I can take an Icy Wind from where we're at, even if he is Choice Specs, because it's such a low base power move. If I Thunderwave this Tornadus, then Iron Valiant can win the game. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click Thunderwave. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about it. He very well may scout for it. He is going to go for the Icy Wind. We live this hit. We absolutely chew this hit. Good job, Dragonite. Can we land the Thunderwave? We land the Thunderwave! Iron Valiant can win the game from here. We just need to keep this Dragonite healthy. We need to keep it safe. We can still roost on the Swampert, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to go into Muck, and that does bring in the Swampert, but that's okay, because Muck is expendable at this point, because Diancie has gone down. So we are going to take a fuckload from hazards, but that's fine. That is a-okay. We could also go to Crook. Crook I need for Kachow. Kachow is a problem. Kachow is a big problem. I can't let him ever go into Revavroom on my Muck, because that gives him a shift gear. The way that he's played his Revavroom, it makes me believe he's gonna be set up, not parting shot. So I do wish I was kind of boots on Crook now, but you know, it is what it is. He could be Scarf as well for the Valiant. He's going to opt to go for the knockoff. That is A-okay. That's fine. So we do want to go for... do we want to go for damage on this? I mean, if he goes into Swampert, there's a chance we can poison it, right? I do really want to go to Jolteon right now. I want to. I really want to. But the hazards are scaring me. The hazards are scaring me. I don't need to do it. I'm not forced into that position. I don't need to do it. Let's slow our roll here. Let's just click the safe poison jab. Maybe we should have gone for the knockoff. But Swampert doesn't have an item. So I think going for the damage in front of this is our best bet. The Revivroom is scaring me. But if it's Choice Scarf, it wouldn't clear Amulet. He's going to withdraw. Does he go into the Revivroom here? He goes into Steve. There's the Swampert. Okay, this is fine. So we're going to do very negligible damage. We are going to get the Poison Touch poison. We literally every little bit of RNG that has gone our way this game has gone our way. Now, I want to go out into my Swampert. Simply because if he flip turns here, you know, he flip turns, it's whatever. I don't want him going out into Revivroom and being able to set up. He's seen the Thunder Wave, and also if he stays in an EQs, I get a roost off with Dragonite. So we're going to go out into the Dragonite. Dragonite has done its job. It has T-Waved the Tornadus. That's all it was here to do, to be honest. And if he flip turns, then that's fine. You know, we just get our damage in front of the Revivroom. We just get our damage in front of the Revivroom. We just don't want the Revivroom coming in and setting up. Because the hazards are up, I don't live a +1 Iron Head from Revivroom. So I need to play very carefully around it. I need to play very, very carefully around it. He can still win this game with Revivroom. And I think that's what he's trying to position himself to do. He's going to Avalanche. Great prediction. Great play. Great play. Great play. Fantastic play. Now, I am a little bit scared. I am a little bit scared of the Revivroom. If he goes into it after this, I think we go Crook here. Because if he is Scarf Revivroom, then he can go into it and Revenge. Could also go Valiant and click a button. Yeah, he doesn't really have a switch into Close Combat at this point, so we're just going to go into Val and click Close Combat. Lux Maxing is in. We're going to take Spikes, we're going to take Life Orb Chip, but that's fine. Should pick up a KO here. And if he goes to Revivroom after, then honestly, I might just stay in. I might just stay in. And see what he potentially locks himself into. So CC going to claim a kill here. Defenses are going to fall. Steve is going to go down. It's going to be fucking close. It's going to be close for sure. If he goes to Tornadus here, I think we stay in and get our... No, this Mon wins. This Mon wins versus Ogerpon. I need to preserve this. So depending on Ice Punch rolls, Tornadus, max HP. Ice Punch does 78 min if he's max HP. Jeremy. Alright, that sounds like a car. Yeah, here comes the car. Are you Air Balloon? No, you're not. You could very well be Scarf. And you could be... Oh, this is a scary turn. If I lose Iron Valiant, do I lose the game? If I lose Iron Valiant, do I lose the game? It depends. What does he lock himself into here? If he locks himself into Iron Head, we can go to Jolteon and click Thunderbolt and kill something. If he locks himself into Gunk Shot, there's a chance he could miss. I think we just got a close combat. He is Choice Scarfed. Okay. That's a great thing. That's a great bring from my opponent. I think I've just thrown the game. Oh, what a tough call. What a tough call. Okay, so he is Choice Scarf. So we can go into this and click Knockoff. This does bring in the Ogerpon. So I think Jolteon, do I take a Iron Head? Iron Head is doing 34 to 40 after Stealth Rocks and 2 layers of Spikes. Do I take 2? It is a 87.5% chance to 2-hit KO after Spikes. So unfortunately, I think I have to go Crook here and we have to click Knockoff twice. If we knock off this thing Scarf, we can win the game. But I think he goes Ogerpon here. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. Maybe I go for CC. Or maybe I double into Jolteon. No, I just clicked Knockoff twice here. Like, this is expendable. This was my expendable Mon. Ah, Scarf. Scarf Revivroom. What a bring. What a bring. He is going to withdraw, preserve the Scarf. That's clever. It's smart. But as long as I don't take damage on Jolteon, I think we can maybe clutch up. He's going to give me the Tornadus. I am going to set up rocks on this. Which is a little greedy, but it might make the difference between KOing the Ogerpon and not KOing the Ogerpon. So we're going to do it. Oh, this is going to be fucking close, man. This is going to be really fucking close. Oh my god. Oh, I should have trusted my gut. I should have sacked my muck off there. Should have sacked off my muck against the guy, but it's okay. That's okay. These things happen. He's gonna go for the Icy Wind. This is fine. I think the Intimidate is still useful, but because of the hazards that are up, I do kind of want Muck in, just so he can't Trailblaze on it. So I will preserve the Crook, but with the... Because I lose to his last 2 mons regardless. Fuck it. I think I just knock here. I just knock and then go into Jolteon afterwards. We outspeed it. Can we get full power? No, that's fine. That is fine. If he Trailblazes with Ogerpon here, we just lose the game. Oh no, I misplayed this game so hard after having such a good beginning. Oh, poo. Pooey bumfuck wee bollocks piss. Oh, how can I throw this game so hard, man? I'm just gonna go for knock. Hornleech. Not Trailblaze. Okay. Crit doesn't matter, that's fine. Well, I have to go Jolteon and click Volt Switch, but then I lose to Scarf. I think my out is full para on this Ogerpon. I mean, I got a Terra in front of it, right? But then if I Terra, I lose to Scarf Gunk Shot, I think. This is tough. I think I have to Terra in front of this. It's too much of a threat. I think I have to click T-Bolt thrice. Oh no. I think my win con is him missing a Gunk Shot on Revivrim. He's been very unlucky this game. He has been incredibly unlucky this game. You know what, fuck it. I think either way, I think Thunderbolt and Terroring is my play. I think we Volt. I don't know. I think we lose regardless. Like, my out is basically dodging a Gunk Shot at this point. Because, like, if we take too much damage on this, like, I'm in range of Iron Head anyway, right? I don't know. It's going to be fucking close, guys. Can we get full power? Can we get... Oh, it doesn't even 2-ko. Oh my god! I am in disbelief. I am in complete disbelief. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe how lucky we have gotten this battle. Vepsis, I'm sorry. I don't think it matters because you still win. It's gonna go for the U-turn. It's gonna take me out. I should have Volt Switched there. Ugh. But yeah, he's gonna win the game with Choice Scarf Revivrim. Oh my goodness. What a generational fumble. Where did I go wrong this game? What a generational fumble. Great game to Vepsis, man. You know what? Despite all the hacks, you've come out on top. And that just goes to show what an incredible player he is. I'm kind of bummed about losing, but, you know, I cannot be upset. I cannot be upset losing this game. He just out-prepped me, and all the hacks in the world, you know, I got every RNG in my favor and I still lost. That just goes to show how strong of a player Vepsis is. And yeah, what a great game. Good game to Vepsis. Next week we play Necro Stevo, and we really got to win these last 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.